Right now, somewhere in the world, you are avoiding being alone. Maybe you turned on the TV just to fill the silence. Maybe you scrolled your phone the moment you woke up, before you even said a word. Maybe you texted someone. Not because you had something to say, but because the quiet felt wrong. And you probably thought nothing of it. But that discomfort you felt, that pull toward other people, it is not a weakness. It is one of the oldest survival mechanisms your species has ever produced. Your brain does not experience loneliness the way it experiences sadness. It experiences loneliness the way it experiences pain, actual physical pain. In 2003, researcher Naomi Eisenberger at UCLA ran a study where participants were excluded from a virtual ball-tossing game. Their brains lit up in the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex, the exact same region that activates when you stub your toe or burn your hand. Social rejection and physical injury run through the same neural alarm system. Your body does not know the difference between being left out and being hurt, because for most of human history, there was no difference. Go back 100,000 years. You are standing on a savanna. There are no walls, no doors, no locks. There are lions. There are rival groups. There is cold and drought and disease. Alone, you die. Not metaphorically, literally. You have no fire, no shelter, no backup. Alone is a death sentence. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar spent decades studying social group sizes across primate species and found something remarkable. The bigger an animal's neocortex, the thinking part of the brain, the larger its social group. Your brain, the largest relative neocortex of any primate, was built for a group of about 150 people. That number is now called Dunbar's number. You were not designed for isolation. You were engineered, over millions of years, to need other people the way you need oxygen. And here is where it gets strange. That ancient system is still running. Right now. Inside you. When you feel the urge to check your messages, your amygdala, your brain's threat detector, is doing the same scan it has always done. Are my people near? Am I part of the group? Am I safe? And when the answer feels uncertain, it fires. Neurobiologist John Cacioppo, who spent 30 years studying loneliness, found that chronically lonely people enter a state of hypervigilance. Their bodies produce more cortisol. Their immune systems weaken. Their sleep degrades. Their brains begin scanning every social interaction for signs of rejection, which makes genuine connection harder to form. Loneliness, he wrote, does not just feel bad. It begins to rewire the brain to expect abandonment. So why does silence feel loud? Why does an empty room feel heavier than a crowded one? Because your nervous system was calibrated in a world where an empty room meant something had gone terribly wrong. The quiet was not peace. It was the moment before the attack. Here is the counterintuitive part. You live surrounded by more people than any human ancestor ever encountered. You can reach hundreds of them in seconds. And yet, the rates of loneliness have never been higher. Researchers call it the paradox of connection. The more access you have, the more curated the contact becomes. And curated contact, a like, a reply, a reaction, does not satisfy the ancient circuitry. Cacioppo found that weak digital ties activate none of the deep social bonding your brain is actually hungry for. You are surrounded by signal and starving for substance. Tonight, when the quiet comes and that pull toward your phone or your TV kicks in, it is not laziness. It is not weakness. It is 100,000 years of survival code reminding you that you were never built to face this world alone. The real question is not why you hate being alone. The real question is whether the connections you are filling that silence with are the kind that actually feed you, or just the kind that keep the alarm from going off.